Welcome to the Totally Awesome Fishing Show, guys. Do you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. It's freezing. But listen, you've got to be in it to win it. I'm down here at Avington Fishery in the winter. Do you know, I don't think I've fished in this cold fly fishing. They had 5 degrees below freezing here this morning. Talking to Aaron, the fishery manager, it's at -5, my car was registered -2. I had to put a glove on to carry the tripod here because I don't expect my things will last very long. This is totally white. But listen, because it's chalk based, it's more of a constant temperature. It's more of a constant water temperature, so less likely to be frozen. So here I am. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try and catch a trout. They're really cold. But what I've been told, man, he's got some very big browns in here. Some beautiful fish. Some of them are into double figures. I think he told me there were about 50. This is at the time of filming. About 50 or 60 big ones in here. Not just one lake. No, not in one lake. Spread over the fishery. So I'm going to keep an eye. He said definitely keep an eye out for them because they are some big fish. But got great flow here coming through, and that's what it used to be like many years ago. Now I haven't been down here for about, I reckon, a year and a half. So they've done a lot of groundwork here. I'd be very interested to see how they opened it up and what the casting's going to be like as well. So that's good, guys. It's not great for fish spotting. I'm not great for seeing them anyway when the sun's low like this, but we're going to give it a go. Fingers are cold already. Listen, I've never seen so much water go through this pipe. This is how it used to be like 40 years ago when they first started the fishery, 40 odd years ago. It used to be going through not this much volume because we've had a lot of rain, there's a lot of water coming through. I've walked about, it's a bit like a river. I've walked along, I thought something's made me just look in the margins there, as you know I always do. I can see a fish laying on station in the current like the water. I think it's too deep and too fast for a fly, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to switch to the head cam. See, the water's absolutely channeling down through here, and I'm looking because you can't help but look because I go barbel fishing, and you're looking in the current trying to look for shapes in the water, and there was a shape down in here. It's going to be too deep and too fast. I've got this fly on here, which is a pearly daddy. Basically, I've got my glove on here because I'm carrying the tripod there as well, and it's freezing. So I'm just going to give a few blips in here. Oh, look! I mean, look! I mean. What is that about? What is it about? Come on. You can't fish properly with gloves. Just going to have a swish here, boys. Just see how I can see I'm sure I can see a shape down there. I'm going to tell you, using these as a screen here, moving about quite a bit. Now I've lost it again now. I can assure you there was a fish there. The head cam on, so I haven't got a cap to shut the light down. It makes a hell of a difference. It wouldn't surprise me if there were any fish along here, to be honest, you know, because that's a sort of typical place a trout would like. He'd like this bit of current there, that's for certain. I know what I must do. I must actually go and get a spare battery, because in the cold, these batteries in these cameras do not last very long at all. I think I'll just whiz back to the car. I've lost that fish now. It's a nice fish. Oh, there he is. There he is. It looked like a rainbow, I think. I've come around the other side, but I've got a lot of glare. There's a different colour in that weed there. I don't know if that's... You guys won't be able to see that, but I'm not sure it's a... How the hell do I get a fly in there? I think there's a fish in there, people. I think there's a fish. How the hell do I get... Oh, I've got to creep down here. There's definitely a shape underneath that piece of weed. I can't see how to get to it. That's like an impossible fishing situation. There's a snag there or something. There's a big fish down there. That is a big fish. If I can't get the fly through the weed. Aaron, I'm just filming. There's a fish down there. I know it's a fish. Come and tell us what it is. I think it's a brown. I'm having trouble lowering on. Right under that back end of that bush there. There's definitely a trout down there. Is it a brown or is it a rainbow?
I can't actually see.
Unless the buggy's moved it. Maybe the buggy's moved it. There was definitely a fish down there.
There is a big brown usually that sits around underneath.
Oh really?
So
yeah. So it's worth a look again if he comes back here.
And they're quite territorial, aren't they?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it was a good fish. Yeah, it was a good fish. I was double figure fish. Yeah. Well, nothing in that first lake. Had to try for another brown that spooked, but they've certainly done a huge lot of clearing out here from what I've seen before. Major amount. The river's all opened up nicely. Should be good for the spring. There's the old weed cutting boat there. But I'm not going to see much here because of the sun in my face. Oh, there's something spooked down there. It looked like a pike. Maybe a small pike or something. I'll watch where I'm walking here carrying this camera. Yeah, they've got the glare against me, but oh, I'm not sure if there's a fish laying over there. Hang on, boys. All is not lost. Are they fish? I'm using the shadow line of that giant tree there. I figure that's worth a throw, because this used to be totally overgrown years ago. I think they're all fish over there. I'm going to take a punt and hopefully not lose the fly. Pretty sure that's fish. It could be rubbish on the bottom. Pretty sure it's fish. Yes, I just seen one move. They're spooky, whatever they are, they've gone. I think I'm going to try around the other side, but there's definitely fish moving there. Try a fast retrieve, see if that evokes any. Browns are notoriously difficult, but at least I can at least get a line out nowadays. I'll come around and use this giant tree as a screen, but I've got to get my body in line with the tree because they can see me definitely. There's some fish there. I'm hoping they're not carp. They're carp, I think. You can see these fish down there, people. Well, I've tried fast stripping, you know, like this, bang, 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 bang. I've done some fast stripping, thinking there might be a rainbow there. Nothing. I've tried right around there, no follows, no bangs. Normally when you fast strip like this, even if they don't take, watch, as you go to lift off like this, always look behind that leader. Oh, there's one beyond it. Well, I'm blowed. I was just about to say, you'll normally see a bow wave behind the fish, and there was the fish. It didn't bow wave, but that looked like a small rainbow, couple of pounds. So, what I was going to try and say, let me get this out, people, because I've got to get a big cast going here. That could be a tangle. Get out there, boy. Yeah, that's clear. If you do see that bow wave following, then you know, well, if you don't get the hook up, obviously it's a crash take, then you know at least there's fish in that area. And you'll see, sometimes you can sort of almost spook a fish into taking, they get aggressive with it. They see something that nobody else has done and retrieve that fast. I don't do it all the time because you wear your arms out, and you can stop it and then start it up again. and then very often you'll get a crash take at the last minute. But just as you lift out, look behind the leader, and you might be able to see the fly and all the fish, or bow wave. So it just tells you where the fish are. So we're going to do it once more. That's 3 casts here. Oh, we've got to get a long one going. That's going to die on me. Then I'm probably going to try fast tweaking. So one more fast one. Nice long steady pulls like this, long steady pulls. If you get a take, trust me, it's slammed. What you do get is when you reach from here to here, you get a take, it pulls a line through your fingers. So be prepared to lock down on this if you do get a take in between your retrieves there. That was definitely a rainbow following me in. So he hasn't taken there, so I'm going to try him on a tweakier cast, a standard, what I call a standard retrieve. So much better now they've cleared all the trees out. It does look nice. You see a great big void up there. I can send the fly line back there a long way and get out to the middle of the lake where the fish are, hopefully, he says. I've had to walk backwards. I've got a fish hooked up here, just stripping in blind. I'm going to have to get it. I'm going to have to get it on the line. I can't get it on the reel yet. Got to get tight to it. Oh no! I've got this bad feeling this one's going to be a lost fish if I'm not careful. That was just slow retrieve, middle lake. There he is. I don't want to keep it tight on him. He's covering a lot of ground. I don't know what this is. I've got to get tight. I cannot get tight to him. I want him on the reel. Okay. Here we go, on the reel. Let's take a look at it. Rainbow? What is that? Oh, it's a nice fish. Oh, it's a nice, it could be a brown, boys. Could be a brown. It could be a brownie. Oh dear, now I've got all the nerves to get my camera straight. I might dare switch the other one on. Normally the kiss of death. Normally the kiss of death. Oh look, beautiful in the sunlight. Don't play with the cameras, Graeme. Please don't play with the cameras. Right. I've no idea whether that second one's running or not. I'm going to extend this net because I might not get many chances at all. I might I might not even be able to undo the net. Oh, son of a, I have to take him as he is. Okay. Come on, baby, let me see it. I wish I hadn't seen it in a while. I want to see it, but I don't want to see it, if that makes sense, people. It's a strange fight, I'm telling you. It's got the fight. The fish has been in this lake a long time. And I figure I just got this down as a hook pinging out job. I just got it down as that. Look, it's taking me down the bank. He's really fighting now. I see the swirl of it. It's a good fish. Oh no, don't do all this to me, please. People say they want a really good fight with the fish. No. Oh no. He's getting back out where he was. Got the rod whacked over. I am quite close at one stage. I've got a bad feeling. Oh, come on. Try again, come in smooth. Let's just see what it is. It feels like a 5-pound fish, but it's just fighting really peculiarly. Got to say, it's just not like a normal. He does not want to roll over. It's like a fish that's been in there a long time. He might have been lost. I don't know. I've got to watch the weed. I haven't seen him yet in that glare of that sunshine. I still haven't seen him. Let's have a look. I still can't see the actual shape of the fish. He is going like you wouldn't believe. Just will not roll. Oh my god, it's a brownie. It's a big brown. Nice size, not a monster brown, but it's a nice brown. Oh no. Come on, just once, please. I thought, oh, he's just nipped in the nose. He's just literally nicked at it, snapped at it. I can't go any more on the rub, people. Just roll over fish, please. Just roll. Just keep sliding, keep sliding, keep sliding. Oh Christ, he's bigger than I thought. Wowee! Look at this one. Oh, what a fish. What a beauty. Get him away from the water, Graeme. Stupid child. Look at this one, guys. Oh. That was a bit of dangling and angling. A long cast. Let me dispatch it for you. Okay, take a look at it. What a beauty. Oh my God. Guys, let me turn that one round. I'm hoping that's running. Ah, look at this fish. There's the fly in his mouth. Just in the jaw. What a scrap. And what markings on this fish. Look at that. Here we go, people. Totally awesome brown trout. Oh my God. That's a beauty. Just look at him up against that blue sky. Beautiful markings on it. Gold belly. Beautiful tail. Now that's a class fish. It's just something about the English brown trout. You've heard me say it before. As English as the Spitfire. Just caught blind casting. Wow. The strange thing is, I've walked round the first lake twice, and just walked round this one once. I saw one rainbow trout. That's all I saw, is one rainbow trout, because the light's not great, and obviously I've got nothing to shut the sunlight down. And then started blind casting about 10th cast, long cast, boom. And you know why I think I got this fish, boys? Because I could get to the middle of the lake where Aaron's cut all the space at the back. If you watch your back cast, look for a gap in the trees behind you. Don't just keep firing out there because you go bang up against a snag. Look for the gap in the back cast there, aim the back cast and just send it out in the middle of the lake. Wow, I think I've got to try that one again, don't you? And the sun's out as well. Oh, my word. I'm going to try not to hook the camera. Well, I've got to tell you, I was really pleased with that big brown. And that was just blind casting, but distance casting as far as I could get out there. I've moved around the lake, and now I think I'm just going to keep moving and moving down these bays. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. The frost has gone off. It's mostly dew over the far side. This side the frost has gone completely. So it's absolutely a fabulous day. Day for being out sea fishing, barbel fishing, chub fishing. Don't know about beach fishing, that'd be a bit tough. Boat fishing, absolutely. Giant big conger eels and stuff. Here I'm getting giant brown trout. And I'm happy enough with that. So what they were telling me is these trout that they got going through, these big browns, they've been bred in like pure chalk stream water, and they are immaculately marked. So they got them and then they're growing them on, then they're stocking them. And as you've seen from that fish, it is something else. I mean, as far as the markings go, brilliant. Lovely, lovely fish. Now I've gone round because the traditional way is to stalk them. Go round and spot them. I'm having a lot of trouble spotting in the winter, this year especially. The old eyes are going, the polarising glass is about 10 years out of date. But they're prescriptions, so I can't change them. Well, I can change them for better ones, but they're still, I can't really justify with a bit of trout fishing I do. Getting a pair of brown ones and grey ones. The brown ones might be better. Let's just let that sink for a few seconds. The browns, when they stock them, they generally would have to stock a higher density than rainbows. Browns go in, and especially in the summer, they go down on the bottom and sulk. They love the cold. They like cold water. They do not like low oxygen content. So generally the winter is the time when people put, winter and spring, when they put browns in. The trouble is, because they go on the bottom, the angler's flies can't get to them a lot of the time. And they're static, so you've got to go around looking for them. They're slow movers, they're static. They're not racing around like suicidal rainbows. They're static or slow moving. Pardon me 1 second. Fish like that, you just got to keep casting. You don't know where they come through. So I'm figuring, if I just keep moving and moving and moving, sooner or later I'm going to stumble across one. And that's what happened there. It's not my style of fishing. I like to stalk them, but they must have a good density of browns in here. If you start catching brown trout fishing blind, they must have a good few in here. Well, that's following up with that slow retrieve, people. Tweaking it, so I figured this might be the one that followed me in. Very small fish, this one. I'm not even sure it's not what we call a wild brownie. Perfect tail. Different markings to the others. There's the fly. I figured this is the one that followed me in. Lovely little brownie, but as you can see, totally different markings to that big one. No gold belly. Wow, what a result. Right, pulled into one, guys. I'm going to try and get this one on the reel. It's not a big fish. If you get a load of line like this, just walk backwards if you can. Say, look, I'm keeping tight to the fish. I'm trying to get the line there, back on the reel, without getting it all around my feet. Small fish, I think, this one. This one could be a rainbow. Could be a rainbow. I came back from up there. There's a lot of weed up there, just popping up, just catches the leader. So I came back up this way, thinking at least my fly is not snagging on the leader's not snagging on the weed and the fly line, and the leader hooks everything. Anything that doesn't look right, they won't take. Well, he's going well. I'm pretty sure it's a rainbow. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes, and it is. Whoa, right down the margins here, guys. Arm on. Locked and loaded again. Was. Bird's nest as well. It's a bonus. Might walk that one off actually. That's better. I figure it's a small fish. Ah, he's a bit bigger than he might be a bit bigger than I thought, guys. It was about £1.5 pounds. Perhaps not. Oh, he's scrapping the same as that other one. When I lift the rod like this, the actual sort of body weight of it, you can see that. I can move it. Whereas a bigger fish, he's going well, he's going to go off again. Oh, wrist is giving out now. It looks like a pike to me then. What is this fish? I've got a feeling it might be a brownie there. It'd be nice to get a match set with a rainbow, wouldn't it? What is that? Is that a rainbow? We might have a matched pair here to show you people. I think we've got the matched pair. Here he comes. Come on, baby, come on. He's here, we got a rainbow, people. Oh, wow. Avington at his best. So this rainbow is just off from meeting. He's got a business meeting with Usain Bolt. And there we are. Usain's done it again. And there we go, people. A beautiful matched pair of Avington fish. Superb brown, chunky great big brown. And there's the rainbow. And the brown's got that lovely gold along it there. You can see along the flanks and the big black dots. And the rainbow is called the rainbow for this colour here, look. Vermilion, would you call that? It's all the way down the lateral line. Two lovely fish. They're going to eat well. Wowee. Got one left. Hopefully you can see that, guys. That's the pearly daddy fly. Deadly. Spring, summer, autumn, and painted obvious now, middle of winter. Big brown, guys. Holy crap, people. I can promise you I had absolutely no idea how big this brown trout is. Oh my god. Come and check it out. He's off to meet Usain. Those are the squeamish disposition. Turn away now. Look at this one. people, friggin' believable. Check this one out. This cannot be far off 9 to 10 pounds. That is, honestly, this is what you call, that's what you call an Avington trout. What a superb fish. Look at the tail on it. Do you know what? I just saw one fish boil. I wasn't sure on the size, but I did think it might be a biggish fish. And I was getting bumped by small trout. And I thought, that's it, you know, I'm done now. I thought I'd just have 2 casts. It took 2 casts, second cast, this boy loaded up on it. What a spanking great fish. Look at it, beautiful. That's the fish of the year for me at the moment. Fabulous markings. Great big belly. Look at the tail, people. It's like a sea trout. Look. That is a classy tail. That's why you give me a good scrap. And that's a fat one. Oh. Let's get that down and see what it weighs. This sounds stupid. This sounds really stupid, people. But I think it's going to dwarf the other big rainbow, the other big brown I had. Oh my God. Different creature altogether. Look at the size of that. It's clear. Nice rainbow, guys. This one is an absolute bar of silver. What fish to finish off with. Back to the weighing room. I don't know if you're going to see it, but maybe you leave the door open. It's going to stay open. Is there a light switch? Okay. Right, here we go, people. I've got the rainbow down as being close to 4. Let's have a go there. See what that's coming up against. Out. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I got a big one. Yeah. We just. Well, I can't read that.
Wow, bloody hell.
Right. Yeah. You couldn't read that for us, could you, Aaron? I can't.
3 1/4.
Because it looks just under 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
3 3/4 on the rainbow.
That brownie must be what? 11?
I think he must go that way. I think this one's got to be 7. Look at them. 6/14, something like that. Got my finger. What's that one go?
6.5.
6.5. Go for that one.
I'll get a nice photo.
The 2, yeah, sure.
With the brownie.
This must be very close to the magic number, I would think.
I reckon it is.
You reckon? Well, you're the expert.
It's a chunky fish. I reckon it's got to be about 11.
I'll set her for £10 one, to be honest.
Oh, just under 10.5, 10 3/4. Well, just.
Where are we? Is that the half?
Yeah, 10.5.
It's 10.5. Wow. 10.5. I've forgotten already. 10.5, 6.
10.5.
6.5. 10.5, 6.5. Just under 4. Wow. Yeah, if we could grab a picture of that. Nearly bust my neck, bloody bringing it all back. It's all tied together with brown paper and string anyway. Let's put that there for a second.
Is that lake 2 as well?
Right where I left you, I said I'm going to just have some casts in that bay. Oh boys, I need to sit down. I've had a stupendous day on the Pearly Daddy fly there. I mean, just unbelievable. So, you think I'm going to say thanks for watching the Totally Awesome Fishing Show? Wrong. because Aaron's down there bagging up that big brown trout. I don't think I've eaten more than a handful of small brown trout. I've never cooked and caught one that big on a fly rod and eaten it. So it's going back to our totally awesome kitchen. I'm going to have a bash at cooking it. I would think with the fillets I'll get off that monster. 6 different ways of cooking it? I don't know. You guys have put in the comments page the best way to cook brown trout. I'm going to take a bash. Don't go away. We're going back to the kitchen. But I'm exhausted now. A fabulous, fabulous day here at Avington. Really, I mean, I had the weather freezing cold this morning. But let's get back in the kitchen where it is warmer. And also I fear there might even be a beer for me. What a day and what a fish. Now this looks a bit more familiar to you fishy people that we're going to make, and it's in the book given to me by Aaron from Avington, in case anybody wants to do a fish cooking book on trout. Chasing Rainbows at Avington is called, and this one is called Mushroom and Cheese Topped Trout Steaks. Now I'm going to make 2 steaks in that, so I'm just going to cut that straight in half. Okay, I'm going to cut this, I figure literally straight halfway through there is going to be enough for 2 of us. My goodness, bit of a shot with nice even sharp. So, just for a second, I'm going to put those on a plate. Going to put a piece of tin foil here. This is how they say do it. A piece of tin foil individually, each one. On we go. This one is so simple, folks. It's baking. A little bit of salt and pepper, to taste, I hasten to add. Everybody's individual with it. Now, onto that, I have to put some mushrooms. So you can use ordinary sliced mushrooms we've done, or you can, as the recipe says, try for cream mushrooms. We're going to be going with these. So I'm going to put some of these over the top of the fish. Don't forget, it's going to make it like a little parcel is what you're going to try and make here. I hope the wife likes mushrooms. Then I'm just going to fold this up, make a little parcel from the side. What an easy way, much easier than frying bacon. There is one parcel ready to go on what I'm going to call that a ventilated oven tray, so the heat circulates through the holes there. There's one, duplicate for the second one. Take these 2, place it in the gas oven around about gas mark 4, 25 to 30 minutes. Easy peasy. Some of those eagle-eyed people amongst you might have noticed some red liquid just here that you'd think would have gone into the mix. No, it's going into my tongue. It's some hot mulled wine. Oh yeah, I don't know whether it goes with the fish, it goes with me. That's the small amount of oil I've got in the pan, after which you have to just make sure this mulled wine is still warm. Yeah, it is actually. I'm going to get this on the go, even though it takes 25, 30 minutes, say, for the fish. There's no reason why you can't slow cook these as well. You can always heat them up again, can't you? Just warm them up, put them in a microwave. My mulled wine has gone cool. There's only one thing to do, reheat it, and for that, you put it in here. That's much better, except the problem now is, it's now too hot. It's too hot to drink. Fear not, because our pan-fried potatoes will be going in the frying pan, which thereby allows, yes, the mulled wine to reach the correct temperature. Now what you can do is put a lid on there. One thing it does do is keep all the moisture inside there, and if you get a decent one, you've got a vent hole here for the steam to come out of. The second thing it does, which I really like, it means you can reduce the gas and thereby, that's right, save money. So the fish has had 25 minutes. If I open the parcel, this is what the recipe says. Sprinkle in some cheese on the top. Now you can grill this, you can grill if you want, or what we're going to do is put it back in the oven. Just give it 5 minutes until that goes a sort of golden brown. Or basically, look, it just melts the cheese, doesn't it? And the suggestion is to slightly leave that parcel open. I feel that's sufficient. And using oven gloves, obviously, it's very hot here. I'm going to put that back in. A few minutes of that just melt off. And it looks like the potato is pretty well done. So we're getting close to dishing up time. Now, when you're dishing up fish, cold plates are never good. Fish does tend to go cold pretty quickly. I suggest popping these in the oven. Just a couple of minutes it takes for the cheese to melt. The other thing it does, it gives you a chance to finish that mulled wine. Darling, dinner's served.